Hello, friends. Hey, welcome, welcome. Happy Monday evening to you. Come on in, grab a seat at the table here at Mama P's and say hi. It is time for a very late night Monopoly Monday, but that's just how today has gone. So I'm here now, and we're gonna play a little Monopoly Monday. We are going to open some Happy Mail that I was so blessed with today, and let's have a little chat if that's okay with you. I hope your day has been good. My day has been very good, thanks to you all, and I am just appreciative. Today is my birthday, if you did not know, and I want to show you these beautiful, absolutely beautiful flowers sent to me by one of my dearest Facebook friends that I'm so thankful for. Hi, Diane. Hey, Margaret. Hello. I have an ant crawling on my phone stand. Isn't that delightful? It started raining here and cooling off, and all of the ants have now headed inside. Hey, Debbie, how are you? How are you? We had a good day. We're just back from supper. My daughter and son-in-law and grandbaby joined us for dinner out for my birthday. And I got to babysit today, and she was super snuggly today, which was super nice for this Grammy. And it was good. Hey, Sydney. Hi, guys. Come on in. Come on in. So I had to run out to the shed, the craft shed, and find my Monopoly stuff and bring it in. So aren't they? Absolutely. They are some of the most beautiful flowers I've ever seen. They are so, so lovely. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. And I have a couple of other special thank yous to share from some of you guys, my sweet friends. I was overwhelmed with your kindness, that anybody would, hey, Nicole, take time out of their day to wish me a happy birthday. But Miss Angela, I want to thank you for this beautiful card. I want you guys to see it. Miss Angela made this card. Isn't it lovely? Has the green bow, and then she wrote me a nice, sweet message in there. This is very, very special and sweet, and thank you, Angela. Oh, I'm so sorry your hubby is sick. And then Miss Linda Mazziano sent me this beautiful card that she made with another lovely note, and she included this precious bracelet for me. It says blessed, and I truly am blessed today. And there's one more I haven't opened, so I don't know. I hope it's okay. I hope it's not something secret, but this also is from Miss Angela. I'll cover up her address. And look at this. I don't know what this is. I don't have any idea. But I want to tell you something, that there is real power in a postage stamp. And I forget that. And sometimes I think I need to do something big, grand, and flashy. And because I don't always have time, energy, or money to do something big and flashy, I don't do anything. And that's a mistake, because a simple postage stamp is plenty to carry. Something you never know how it will change somebody's day. It says, for baby A, for my granddaughter. You want to get to my heart. This is for baby Adeline. I enjoy seeing her. She is a doll. You guys, are you ready for this? Do you see? Look at this. It says tiny treasures are best. Oh my goodness. Angela. Look at I am speechless. Oh my goodness. It's too much to imagine. Oh my goodness. Angela. Thank you. And baby A is going to love it. And my daughter is going to faint. I'm sorry now. I wish she just left here a few minutes ago. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. And thank you. I don't know what else to say. What do you say with something like that? My goodness. Okay. Monopoly Monday. It is cross-stitched, Becky, all of it. And it is so much. Look at that. Just look at them, every one of them. Hey, Pat. And you can see all of the hard work that went into that. Okay. So I drug in my Monopoly book onto business, and I came up with a couple of things. Now, I did tell you that I was going to work on a couple of ideas, and my sweet husband helped me when we got home. That is a lot of love, Pat, you're right. And the hotels and the houses in the Monopoly game will drill, okay? So he just took his drill and his smallest drill bit, and he was able to drill right through. Oh my goodness, your daughter sewed that. Unbelievable. So they will make charms for us. So I thought we might work on some tassel. He drilled some each direction. And so we have our choice. So those will, if you're getting an old Monopoly game, you can drill through the plastic. The drill bit we had would not drill through the metal. We did try to see if we could make that work. And I did not try to solder them. I just didn't. And I know some metal is resistant, thank you guys, to soldering. And I just didn't get to it. Confession time. I just didn't get to it. So I thought tonight we've worked on quite a bit of extra fun pieces so far. If you remember, we've made this cute little mini fold out thing. Yeah, Sherry, they sure did. And it wasn't too terrible. So we have this little piece that we made out of 2 of the community chest cards. We have our library pockets with layered tags that we've made, right? So we have these to go in. We did the belly band card around a wad of cash, like a money clip that we put on a big paper clip that we can slide in, right? And we just used a little bit of card. We have made a bulb pin together, just little stack of game pieces. We added some paper on the back so that you could journal some thoughts on those, so you'd have some room to write. Then we had my smaller little envelopes. Remember, I got these at Dollar General, 24 in a pack for $1. And we just stuck one of our cards on it and then put together a bundle of the little money pieces because they're all blank on the back. So you can write on that. Then we did this little, almost like an artist trading card style last time, where we decorated them up and we were able to attach the ship onto here. And then we did this one in ATC style and made a tag. So we have all of these special elements. Thank you guys. And they are all ready to be put into the book. I was not close to home when I went to the Dollar General, so no, I don't remember which one. In the Kansas City area. Yes, an eyelet through the money is cute, and you could attach them into a notepad any way that you wanted to join them. There's so many ways. Yeah, they did. They had them in their little bins. Like some of them have a bigger craft area than others. And there's a part of the row that was the metal bins, kind of like what they have at Michael's up by the checkout stand. And it was one of the items in there. And they had them in, I thought I brought them both in, but I may not have. They had it in craft paper, brown, and also in the white. Oh, here it is. Here's the brown one. And maybe if I squish them, you can see the package and everything, exactly what they are. The ant that was crawling on my phone stand is just about to crawl across the screen. Could be interesting if he gets across the camera, might give us all a fright. So this is what they are. They're made by American Crafts, and there's 24 in the package, and they were $1. I love them. How cool is that? Okay, so today I think what we're going to do is we're going to start working on our cover. I have a design idea I played with. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, he was able to drill right through the dice. You see that? And it comes all the way through. I'm not sure how I'm going to do getting the thread through there with my old lady eyes. I may have to do that off camera, not to embarrass myself. So we can use this as well on a little dangle charm. Okay, so we have the dice, we have the hotels, we have the houses, and we have a couple of the game pieces that are made in such a way that we can tie on to them. The ones that we can't tie on to, that's a work in progress. I'm still not sure how we're going to do that. Okay, and this, I still want to show you because this is just one old Monopoly game. This is still all of the pieces in the game that are left. There is enough ephemera pieces in a Monopoly game to probably make wooden ones. Holy cow. I don't know how many, I don't know how many projects you could make out of one Monopoly game. But here is my cover idea. Let me get you in the camera here. And I'm going to tilt you down when I worked on it. So none of this is glued down. This is just sitting there so I could fiddle a little bit. But how about that as an idea? Virgos are the best. That we have a fan of the money in its order, then we have the chance and community chest cards, and then a couple of the property cards there to just top it off. And then I really think what we'll do, because you know me, I have to have a word, gotta have a word. We would still have places either here at the top or here at the bottom to put a word, whatever that word might be. So let's get to gluing some of this down and see how that's going to work. I have every glue that I own sitting on the table. Something is going to work. So I'm going to start with my good old neutral pH bookmaker's glue. I think that's the best. I'm kind of guessing when we get right down to it with all of this, I may wind up having to come back and Mod Podge over the top of it all, just to coat it, because this is really thin and I want to make sure it sticks good. But let's just, now that I took it off, now we just have to go for it. That causes fights at your house. Oh. So we went to, somebody asked about dinner and I totally got off track. We went to Longhorn Steakhouse and I had the Parmesan chicken and it was so very, very good. I hadn't had it before. It was delicious. Hi, I'm back. How is that? I don't know how I managed to do that. And my $50 bill is upside down now. Our sound is back, correct? You're still saying no sound, but my microphone is on. Lost the audio. Jolene, love that you caught that. It's back. All of my comments are so lagged, it just now said that the sound is back. So you're right. I bumped it when I was doing something. Oh, turning it down. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so we're just building our little fan here. I'm just gluing it down, trying to get kind of a decent shape. and I probably won't be thrilled with it, honestly, when it's all down, but we'll fix it with the other stuff, right? So we got our 20, our 10, our 5, and our 1. Thank you for telling me. I would have never noticed that that little microphone had an X over it. Never, never. Okay, so just build out our money fan. Money, 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 money. That's the story of Monopoly. So what word do you think we should consider for the cover? You know, I love to do a word. That darn ant. He probably did it. He crawled right over the button. Oh, and my $1 bill is going to hang over unless I really scrunch him up. I can't put him up high enough to leave him on the cover. I'm going to tuck him back here, and we're going to cover that backside. See, I got to have the $1 bill on there too, right? I don't know. Tuck it just to where its edge is on the book, and then up like that. So, don't pass go. That's right. Do not pass go. Do not touch the screen. Don't chase the, you know, just between you and me and the fence post, because I wouldn't confess this to anybody. Little ant is walking laps around the exterior of the screen of my phone, just round and around and around it goes. So there you go. All right, so now we're going to take our community chance and our chance cards, and we're going to use them. And then, just because I want to get a good idea, I want all the edges covered. I'm not sure. We may want the properties. Yeah, I think we do. I think we want to put this on the top. Okay, so that's our option. The chance and community chest can go on top of the properties, and I think I like that better than this. This looks kind of stark, and honestly, there's more on the other cards, the community chance cards, than there is on the properties. So let's put the property cards down first, and then put the little pieces over. So I picked out Boardwalk and Pennsylvania Avenue for no particular reason. I don't play Monopoly, so isn't it Broadway and Park Place that are supposed to be the most expensive? Boardwalk, my husband says. See, he's fine. I am so glad you love this book. Look, what I really love about this book is that we are taking one thing, an old Monopoly game that could be found, if you're fortunate enough, at a yard sale or a thrift store. It doesn't have to be complete. It does not have to be anything. It doesn't have to be anything. And you can take virtually that. My challenge with this project is to use the least number of things in addition to the Monopoly book as we can. And we've done that pretty well. We have some fabric strip and the cord we tied in. Our pages are not Monopoly because, you know, we don't have that, but we use some papers, and then all of our, yeah, I like that. All of our stuff. You found one? See, yeah, I think I paid, these still had the price tags on when we started this. I had 2, and they were $3 a piece. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. My dogs are barking. You hear that little bitty rough bark? That's my tiny dog. She's about a 2.5-pound Chihuahua. And she's gonna knock down anything that comes in the way of her house. So she's tough, watch out. All right. And then we're just gluing these on just over the top for the fan. Thank you, Sue. How sweet. Thank you. And then I'm gonna let this kind of set up a bit, and then we will come back and work with that. I would be up for trying about any board game, and I'm just telling you that if you find old board games for $1, even if you're not interested, this is fantastic book material. Just finding the game boards. Really, your chihuahua? Mine doesn't bark unless somebody's coming, but she does think she has to defend the place, you know. And she's about a teacup full is all she is. And she doesn't have any teeth that line up anymore. She has about 3, but none of them connect. Yes, Holly Ann, we will be doing a flip through. And honestly, there's not a lot to flip through yet because we're just kind of been working on it in pieces. Okay, so this is the start of our cover. I do definitely want to come up with a word that we can put somewhere on here, and we may take it just off of the box pieces. We may take the Monopoly guy. Oh, I love that idea. We may cut the Monopoly guy out of here and put him on there, but it all has to set up by then. Okay, and so here is one of our library pockets. These are just pieces of some kids playing cards, and we made a pocket on it. And then we made a layered tag. You remember that? Just with pieces put together. And then it slides in and it kind of hides this lower pocket. So it's like hidden treasure back there. 16 years old. Yeah, she's my girl. She's my baby dog. So I was looking on the inside of the cover here, and I don't want to cover up the properties. I knew that. So this envelope fits right inside this center section really well. So we're going to glue that in and put this in. And I'm going to glue it all down because we have so much going on in the front of it. There's really no need to make another pocket out of the back. You could just glue the 3 edges and turn it into another pocket. But I think we've got so much going on in the pocket layers on the front that it might just want to pull loose, and I don't want to do that. All right, and I love the way this tassel here is going to hang here, or it can hang and stick out from the front of the book too. I love that kind of idea. So this is what we're going to do on the inside of the front cover. And then the only other thing we've actually added, so you were talking about a flip through, and so let's look at the pages we chose. So this is, I found a coffee table book at a sale one day, and it was the front pages from the New York Times for like 50 years or more, I can't remember. And this was from the stock market crash day. So I tore out that page of the book from the New York Times, and that is our front facing page. Let me stick this thing down here. Really, we have such a funny story about our Chihuahua. I found her on Marketplace. And obviously they didn't know what they had because she really was this big and very inexpensive. This is some ledger paper, not old ledger paper. It's just new ledger paper. This is resume bond paper. And then we have some graphing paper. In here, this has the squares. I don't know if you can see that. On one side, it's squares, and on the other side, it's just lines. And look, I don't want to lie. This is just a craft paper. And then we put in our layered thing here. So we mounted our card in here, and then this is a belly band, the way we put this on. And then if you remember, we just built all these layers in here. We put that in, and it is in a scorekeeper's book. Basketball? I can't remember which sport, but I thought it was great. Then we had some giant money. Of course, we stuck that in there. That was just a memo pad. The picture on the money is Santa Claus. So it's not exactly game related, but it works. And then some more ledger paper. So all the papers that we put in kind of go with that. Then we took a page of a shorthand manual, and that is the center of our first group of pages, okay? And then when we get to our second one, we used one of the see-through deli bags, and it's in here. We are gonna fill this up with some good stuff whenever we get to that point, and then we're just gonna seal it up here to keep it in there. We could use it as just a regular pocket and slide things in, and we'll see, depends on what we decide to put in. And then it's pretty much the same kind of papers in the second signature. There's the other side of the money. Another shorthand page. I love shorthand books. They are so pretty. And on through. And then this is the other side of our deli bag. So it has the clear side on here. Can't see it with my finger. And then it also still has the pocket here. And we're going to make some bigger tags. And I thought, thank you, Velma. I thought we would work on the back inside cover too tonight. This is the instruction piece. Excuse me, I have the hiccups. I had 2 Diet Cokes at dinner, and that's probably why. I think the money would be great. Miss Michelle, look at this. Miss Michelle Hill, I shared this with everybody. Isn't it the most beautiful flowers in the world? So beautiful. All right. And this was part of the interior, and it has the rules on it. Questions that people ask about Monopoly rules. And it's really wide, but I don't want to lose it, and I don't want to cut it up. So I think on this back cover, we are going to make a giant belly band out of it. And then we may mount a little something on top of it, but I don't want to lose it. I don't want to cut it. Is that wrong? I don't know, but I don't want to. And I think it would be a great place to clip. So like we just had our little money clip here. We could clip a decoration onto the side and slide some things in. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm just gonna glue it top and bottom. We could make it a whole pocket, but we're just gonna do top and bottom. And so I'm gonna put a good amount of glue. This is pretty heavy cardboard and it's giant. So we don't really need all of it, right? We just need to get it stuck down. And it lines up really well, I think. And I'll probably have to clip it. She was a see, make a flip out with instructions. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea too. All right, I'm gonna grab a few clips. I'm gonna grab some clips and just clip this down until the glue sits, because it's old cardboard and it wants to curl. I'm sorry. And so we're just gonna clip that down and let this firm up. And then we may do something here, but I think that's to come after that's all set up. I would like to do a little something here. And then what I really think we'll do is we'll make a large piece, decorative piece. Aren't they beautiful, Pat? And that we can paper clip on here. So that's what I'm thinking here. Okay, so let's look at what we can do with some of our fun pieces. So I have, let me put my plug in the glue bottle, at least to start. Okay, these game pieces, these playing pieces, the iron, I think you can see it. We can tie onto that. And then the little cannon, I think that's what that is, right? We can tie a thread onto here. We tried with our drill to drill into some of these other pieces, like the hat. You know, it has a, good grief, it has a big hole in it, right? But I can't get my drill to go through. Michelle, if you're still here, do you think we could solder a jump ring to these, or do you think they're the kind of metal that might repel it? I don't know. That's the only other idea I have to try it. Otherwise, I don't know how, and I want to use them. I think we could tie on to the little horse guy, the little horse guy, but it doesn't have a hole that just screams a can. Okay, so we have, for today, we have our cannon and our iron that are ready to go. They may melt. That's kind of what I expected, Michelle, because they're really not too solid or high quality. And we have an assortment of our houses and our hotels that my husband drilled through for us. And we have the dice. And I'm just going to tell you, without some real, it's going to take me a little while to feed the thread through the dice. So I don't know if we'll get to that one tonight. And this is just a... I'm going to be really, this is a ball of twine. I don't know, what did I think I was going to tell you that was? It's just, you know, when I finally use up that gray one that I've been using forever and ever for books, this is going to be my next spool of book. Well, I don't know if E6000 would work on it. I just don't know when I didn't experiment. I don't know. I would try it and see if it will hold. There's got to be some kind of glue that like jewelers use, right? All right. I was looking for my scissors that are sitting exactly right here. Hello, Maureen. How are you? Okay, so my idea, first of all, let me just play with the dice and see if I get really fortunate. It must be my lucky day. This went right through. So I think that the hole is small enough that I can get a nice double knot, and this dice is just gonna hang on a string and not come back through. Look at that. I think this is so fun. Oh my gosh, the cello packet with some shredded up Monopoly money. That is a fun idea. So we have our dice hanging on our dangle. Now we're just going to thread some of our properties on. So we'll see how easy this goes. May have to do it in 2 stages. I know, Christina, that was a lucky shot. Because, you know, normally I'm the one that's sitting there trying to thread a needle for what feels like forever to get something to go through. And I thought about trying to put it on a needle to thread it, and then I thought I probably couldn't get that to work either. Let me try the ones that go across the short way. That way I don't have to have my thread straight so long. I think these are just going to be super fun, and we're going to use them. And we're just going to build a fun little collage of strings and dangles that we are going to hang off of the spine of our book. It's just decorative fun. That's all it is, just decorative fun. And we're just going to mix and match. There isn't any big rhyme or reason to my plan. With these, we're just using what we have. All right. So, hello. So there we just have our dice. And then let's just go backwards, and we'll make this 2-ended. That's probably not the right word for that either. But we'll make this string double over. That's what we'll do. And that's how we're gonna work it. Thank you, sweetheart. I flat threw that one in the floor. My daughter is picking up the hotels that I sprinkled all over the floor. Yes, we were able to drill through the plastic pieces, the hotels and the houses, but not the metal game pieces. I don't have them figured up in my mind yet. We'll get there. We will get there. Okay, so my idea with these, and I don't think I have one handy, is I think we're going to mount all of our strings on a small book ring. And I think they're out in the craft shed. I have a big one here. So I think we'll just make, I don't know, 2 or 3 strings like this. And then we will loop them on to a book ring and then attach that book ring. Now I can't thread anything. Onto our book spine. That's what I'm thinking. Excuse, please. Trim off the furry parts of the thread and try again. I probably shouldn't lick anything that might not always live in my house, huh? Grandma style, though, I kind of schmutz it. It's just kind of the way I roll. My goodness. There we go. Oh no, almost got it. I can see it, I just can't get a hold of it. Thank you for the stars. How sweet is that? There we go. Don't breathe, don't sneeze. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and then we're just gonna, I'm gonna grab the iron because it's sitting here, and we're just gonna thread it through and tie this on, and this is gonna be the other end of our little dangle maker here. Okay, and then this is how I picture it. So we'll attach it onto a book ring up here. Oh, yeah, I don't know if we could, I tell you what, I'm totally open to suggestions on the game pieces. So let's make another one of these, and then let's see how that's gonna look if we think we need to do something more. So I'm just going to get another piece of string. Now, you could expand this, of course, your dangles any way at all that you would like to. You could make them as elaborate as you want to. I think it would be super fun to do some ribbons and pieces like that in it. I should have put a little bit of tape or glue on it. Did you say tape or glue? I think either one works, doesn't it? I could have. There we go. I'm just going to work kind of from the middle of this one and see. And let's do a hotel, a house, and a hotel on each end of this one and see how that goes. I don't usually do this little work on live because I have old lady eyes and they do not always help. Matter of fact, they rarely help. I'm to the phase when I was younger, I couldn't see without my glasses, but I could see with my glasses, right? And now I'm to the age where I can't see either way. So I put them on and I take them off angrily several times every day because they get on my nerves either direction. I was looking to see if they were on top of my head. Now I can't ever find them. I've become my grandmother in that we go to leave somewhere. A bar of soap. Now that's, I need to try that. That's interesting. My grandma never could find her glasses either. Of course, we teased her like crazy about it. And now it's another one of those apologies I'll have to make when we all get to heaven, right? I'm so sorry I teased you about losing your glasses, Grandma. Because I became you, and I lost my glasses all the time, too. Yeah. If I wore them all the time or none of the time, it would be better. But the fact that I wear them part of the time means I never know. A ring of wax on her thread. Well, wax thread would have to be, would have to work really well. Yeah, dental floss would work, but then I'd have to... Okay, I'm struggling, and you guys don't need to sit and watch me struggle with string. Got little pieces of plastic in them. There we go. There goes. And then we'll get our little houses here. So yes, if you're going to attempt this with yours, just a small drill bit, go through a piece of wood, so that you have something to push on. And they did drill pretty easy. I know, I know. I hope that, you know, we talk about whether people in heaven can see things, but, you know, I almost wish Grandma could see that. I think she'd get great satisfaction out of the fact that one of her grandkids that teased her about never being able to find her glasses is now forever hunting her glasses. Ooh. You guys have such great ideas. And I love that this is a project that just gets our creative juices flowing. It does not get my thread flowing, but... And I have to look at it. They do make drill bits for metal, and no, I didn't have any handy. So it would not, we couldn't even make a dent with just a normal drill bit. Now, you may be able to with a much better drill bit or a more powerful drill, either one, but... We did not make that happen, but we've got to, right? Because we got to figure some way to use the pieces. Okay, this is going to be the one I can just tell. I can just, isn't that funny? I can't tell. All right, we're going to give this about 3 more seconds, and then I'm quitting with it, and we will come back to it when you all don't have to sit and watch. I wanted to do one that was the long way, and that's why I'm struggling so much, because we put holes so the little hotels are oblong, and we did some where we drilled I know my glasses wouldn't help if I put them on. I'm to that phase of life where if I'm trying to see up close, they're more of a hindrance than a help. So I could use yours, but it probably wouldn't help either. I wore contacts for years. That one eye was for close up and one eye was far away. That worked so well for a long time. And then I started having terrible migraines, and the doctor thought that maybe my contact lenses were part of the reason. And I have not been at all pleased with my vision ability since. Okay, so this will be this one. See, I'm quitting. Oh, my drill bit. Sorry, Christina. I look up and I look down and I miss things. Yes, bring them on over, would you? You're not that far away, right? Just come on over and have a cup of coffee and we'll just burn up some drill bits. I did get a power saw, though, for my birthday from my son that lives next door. I'm always saying that I wish I could cut some just little bits of wood, just crafty type wood, you know, you just need an inch off of it here or there. And I can't handle any of our big power tools. So he bought me a small battery powered saw. I am so determined, you guys, to get this done. And I'm starting to get on my own nerves. So I won't be able to rest until it's done. I took our packages to the post office this morning. And I usually love our postal service, but man, did we struggle today. The website said that the one that I use that's really close to my house opened at 8 a.m., which was perfect because my grandbaby comes at 8:30, and I thought I'm going to be there at 8 o'clock, and I'm going to drop these packages off, and it's only going to take a minute, and I'm going to be back home. And so got all the packages in the car, drove to the post office. They open at 8:30. So I looked, and the website said that the other one in town opened at 8, and I thought, well, I got a few minutes. I'll just zip across town. It'll only take a minute. Famous last words, right? And yay. And I'm going to drop these packages off, and they're going to be on the way, and it's going to be wonderful. And so I got there and loaded all of my packages in. It took me about 6 trips to the car and back. Thank you very much. Praise the Lord for 6 trips. And I get them all stacked in there. And there's one poor lady working the counter. And everybody keeps passing me in line as I pick up my packages. And I finally had to just leave them sitting on the counter. They did get shipped this morning, but I did not get to have them scanned and get my receipt. So Pirate Ship tells me that they have been scanned, so I feel peaceful about it. Okay, so this one has 2 of our little game pieces at the bottom, and this one has the dice. We just didn't drill the second dice because I didn't have it handy. And these are going to be the main components of our dangle. Now we can shorten them or change how they lay based on what we like. I think that is super fun. I think that's fun. And I really don't think it needs anything. You tell me if you think it does. But I really don't think it does. I think it just stays with the whole theme mode. And I love this. Listen to the fun sound that we get. So we can hang it so it, probably put it back here on this side. Isn't it a silly fun journal? It just is a silly fun journal. So we're going to put those here on this side, and they will hang and decorate around like that. All right, so we got our front cover design started. We're going to do a word. So be thinking if you guys have a word thought. I did think, although I think it would be okay to use Scrabble tiles maybe to put our word. And we do have a little space here. We could run something up and down here, and maybe we don't need one. And then we added our fancy pocket inside the cover with our fun tassel. And we have our back cover now drying up and setting up. I do not intend to do anything back here. I'm going to leave the back of it just the way it is. And I think for a closure, I don't think we're going to need one, first of all. But if we do, I think we'll poke holes in here, maybe put some eyelets in, and work on just a simple tie. I don't think we want too much there, especially once we get our fun dangle piece in there. And I'm just going to put a little hole up here in the top of our cover with my hole punch, which is out in the shed. And then we're just going to put these on and let them hang. Okay? Now, I'm not going to keep you any longer. I've had a long day, and so have you. I'm going to be back on tomorrow twice as a crafter in the kitchen. It is surf and turf themed, and I am going to do surf in one session and turf in the other session. Oh, I like that. I do. I am going to work this week. My homework is I'm going to do some fussy cutting on our book cover and see what we can salvage. Not our book cover, the box lid of our game, and see what we can salvage to make tags out of here and final decorations on there. And I know it may not feel like we're almost done, but I think we're probably 2 Monopoly Mondays from having this book complete. So, thank you. Thank you for my birthday wishes. For those of you that said hello, that sent messages, wow, you made this lady feel very special and loved today, because you don't have to do any of that. You don't have to do any of that. Oh, and the arrow would be cute. Oh, yeah. All right, so, oh, I like that idea. I do have, that's a good idea with the elastic. I'm going to go rest my brain. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock Central to 2:30, and then I'm off for a half hour to clean the kitchen, and I'll be right back on at 3 to 3:30. We're going to be doing some surf, and then we're going to be doing some turf. So thank you, guys. Thank you for sharing my birthday with me. Thank you for all your kind wishes. Thank you for hanging out. You mean the world to me, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.